Oh, I've been so excited about this. Wish it was warmer. Okay, here we are back in the shop. We're back with Project Recession Proof, and she's living up to her name, even though we're not technically in a recession. My bank account is always in a recession with this truck, and I'm willing to spend more money on her, so that's just the nature of the game, right? We have here the LOJ Conversions 6-speed manual swap. It puts the VQ40DE 6-speed manual out of the Nissan Frontier and Exterra. Now the VQ40DE designation is the 6-cylinder manual transmission engine designation for the whole thing, but if you call the salvage yards, I got that one for $400. We're gonna go through what everything costs here and where to get it all. 2-hour drive there and back. The truck only had 110,000 miles on it, so I think we're gonna be good there. It looks good on the inside, but we'll get to that. Why would you want to put a Nissan transmission behind an LS or a small block? Well, a little history of that transmission. It's the same architecture as the Nissan 370Z, capable of 700 foot-pounds of torque right out of the box. And what makes it so cool is it's set up for a truck. So it has the shifter on top in the middle. It has truck gearing inside. It has the very large bell housing to run the big LS clutch. It's actually a single overdrive 6-speed, so 5 forward gears and then 1 overdrive. But we'll get into all that stuff with the transmission down the road. The big thing to keep in mind here is what engine you have. So when you go onto LOJ's website, Stephen and Blaine have got that website set up really good. It's got everything you need. This kit only works with a Gen 1 small block, which is 2-piece rear main seal, internally balanced, or the LS. The adapter plate in the kit is dual drilled for the small block and the LS. So let's say you're going to put this behind a Gen 1 small block, but later you want to put it behind a LS. All you got to do is buy a different flywheel. I mean, win-win, right? This billet aluminum hard anodized adapter plate, specially designed flywheel for the Gen 1 small block. The performance shifter kit, this thing right here gets rid of this big floppy shifter handle right there, gives you this nice tight little one, and it also is adaptable to any of the popular shifter handles out there. Comes with a little spacer. The bolts, they have the yokes. We elected for a 1330. They got 1310 and 1350 also, depending on your horsepower levels. So that kit right there, what you see, this is $1,900. So I know that sounds kind of pricey for what you get here, but I don't know if you've priced the T56 kit lately, but they're pushing $8 grand. So let's keep that in mind. We have $400, $1,900. The clutch is my only sore spot, and I'm sure there's a reason why it's so expensive. This is a specially designed clutch. It runs the Nissan hub on the clutch disc in the big size for the LS with an LS pressure plate. Now, an LS clutch at AutoZone is $183. This right here from Clutch Masters, this is $700. That's hard to swallow. I'm not sure why that's so expensive. Maybe because they have to make this work together, but that's my only heartache with the whole kit. So you can add that up. $400 for the transmission, $1,900 for the kit, $700 for the clutch. So this is the LOJ parts right here. You're obviously going to need a transmission, and then let's get into the parts that are not in the kit that you're also going to need, because we'll get into these parts as we put them on the truck. Here in this video, we're basically unboxing, telling you what it costs, letting you look at it, and then in the next video, we'll actually put it in our beautiful truck here. Now, Stephen had a great plan for a business. He wanted to be able to stuff high horsepower LSs into these imports he was into, the 300ZX, the Frontier, and the Exterra. And that worked out really well. However, what he didn't realize, I don't think, off the bat was it was going to allow us guys to put that 6-speed in our cars. LOJ Conversions, they're all over Facebook, internet. They've got some pretty good install videos. He's an amazing fabricator and engineer. I really like what he's done here. This stuff is all made in America with American materials. It's got his stamping on everything. I just love it. So you can follow Stephen at That Crazy Frontier on Instagram. All right, now let's get into the supporting equipment. So obviously you're going to need a transmission. You're going to need LOJ's conversion kit. But you're also, if you're putting it into something like this, you're gonna need a hydraulic clutch pedal. So luckily, Underdash Hydraulics and Malware come up with this square body, fully hydraulic pedal with the master cylinder fully built in. It's got this really nice billet reservoir that goes out on the firewall, as well as the hydraulic hose, the mount, because you're going to actually pull your pedal box out and modify it to put this pedal in. Getting our transmission from the salvage yard, we didn't get the slave cylinder, so we went down to AutoZone. The cool thing about these Nissans is it's externally mounted, so if it fails, you can just change it. It's literally on the side of the transmission. $17. If you don't get the bolts that bolt this on the transmission, those are M10-1.5 fine threads. Get those at AutoZone also. I didn't have those, so I got those. Cross member. So Steven says it takes any T56 cross member and mount. So we elected for Holley's square body mount here. It's going to allow us to run our exhaust right finally, because right now, if you're aware of square bodies, you know how stupid the cross member in these things is and has your exhaust at two different heights. But this will let us fix that. We will need to buy a T56 polyurethane mount. We have not purchased that yet. I kind of wanted to get the transmission in the truck and see what the driveline angles were before we purchased that. Okay, so the two things that can't be figured out until the transmission is actually in place in the truck and at the driveline angle we're desiring, which should be about 3 degrees down: shifter handle and drive shaft. You can't order a drive shaft until you get the transmission in to measure it anyway, so that's on hold. Shifter handle, it's a truck with a bench seat, so we'll have to figure that out. They make these handles from 4 inches to 16 inches. I'm sure there's going to be something, but like I said, in that video coming up, we'll cover all the installation of every part, how to get it in your Classic. This should be very similar for Chevelle, Camaro, square body, Blazer, what have you. This is very similar. You'll just have to get your drive shaft length and your shifter handle for your combination. The last thing to cover is cost. So let me grab my paperwork. I kept all my receipts so we could add this up. So transmission, B&W salvage, Metter, Georgia, $400. AutoZone, Duralast slave cylinder, $17.79. We have the Holley cross member for the square body, $221.49. We have the full LOJ conversion kit that I spoke of earlier. That was $1,909.85. And all these prices are based on winter 2025 going into 2026. We have the clutch pedal assembly, $560. And then we have, I think that's it. Okay, so I stopped the video right there because I needed to go back and look at the numbers. I wasn't sure about the clutch. So including the clutch, which was $702. So we have the transmission, the slave cylinder, the cross member, and the hydraulic clutch pedal, the kit, and the clutch. The grand total is $3,109.13. So that's still, you know, $3,000 is not nothing, but that pretty much puts a bulletproof 6-speed, you know, in your truck or car. The only issues we'll have is what's the drive shaft going to cost. I get mine made at PST in Jacksonville. They're usually under $400. And then the shift handle, I've seen them from $120, $140. So if we're lucky with fluids and everything, we should be just at $4,500, which is still about $1,300 cheaper than the TKX quote I got for this truck a few months back. So I'm not going to bore you with any more details. The truck is in the spot. We're going to get this thing jacked up. We're going to get the transmission out of it, and we're going to start throwing these parts in, and we'll document all that for you. So on the next video in this series, you'll get to see exactly how this goes in with a road test and everything. So I look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.